Do you have children and are schools important to you? Well, today we're going to be talking about the schools, both public and private, in San Lorenzo, California, and let's start talking about it right now. Now, let me start off by saying that I am a firm believer is not necessarily just a test score. All schools need parent support as well as children need positive parents putting things into their children also. For each school, I'm going to be showing an overall rating, and that's the rating that you're going to see on the map. In that rating, there are going to be 4 individual ratings that make up those 4 numbers make up that one rating that you're going to see. Number 1 is going to be a test score rating. This reflects the annual state test results for this school compared with scores nationwide. Number 2 is going to be an academic progress rating. This rating helps measure how much the students learn in a year compared to their peers across the states. Number 3 is going to be a college readiness rating. This rating shows how well the students at the school are going to be prepared for college compared to students in other schools across the state. And this is going to be based on key measures like graduation rates, college entrance tests, AP coursework when it's available. And this rating is given at only the high school level. Finally, and fourth, is the equity overview rating. This rating looks at how well the school is serving the needs of the disadvantaged students relative to all of the students. And they're going to compare this number to other schools in the state based on test scores provided by the State Department of Education. Now, let's go over a few facts of the San Lorenzo schools.
Okay, let's start with a couple of details of the San Lorenzo School District. It says that they have 20 schools, but they do serve 11,223 students, and they have pre-K through 12th grade. It says that they have 1 preschool, 10 elementary schools, 6 middle schools, and 6 high schools. And please do remember that sometimes they're double counting some of the schools. They do have some schools that count as all of them. For example, maybe they have one school that counts as an elementary school and also a middle school and also a high school. Okay, let's talk about the teachers and staff. The ratio from students to teacher is 21:1. The ratio of students per counselor is 1,219:1. The percentage of teachers with 3 or more years of experience is 78%. And the percentage of full-time teachers who are credentials is 54%. And the average teacher salary is $67,645, and the state average is $88,624. Okay, let's skip down to the district finances and let's talk about the average revenue per student. It is $11,984. And then we're going to skip down to the average spent per student is $10,114. Okay, now let's go over to the high schools.
Now, let's start with the San Lorenzo High School.
Okay, let's start our school tour with the high schools. I did mention before that there are 6 high schools. I believe that's what it said in San Lorenzo. But really quickly, I just want to point out that they're counting one as the San Lorenzo Adult School and the other one down here as Royal Sunset, which is the continuation school. And they have 105 students. They do have 4 other high schools. So let's start with the northernmost one, which is San Lorenzo High School. They have a rating of 3, and they are, again, the high school which serves 9th through 12th grade, and they have 1,349 students. The other high school, the other public high school, is Arroyo High School, and they have a score of 7 out of 10, and they serve 1,819 students. We're going to hop down to this southern school, which is East Bay Arts High School. This is a public school, but I believe it's actually a charter school. You more apply to go to it. It's not just necessarily a regular public school, and it has 214 students with a rating of 6 out of 10. The other high school in the district is Kip King Collegiate High School. This is definitely a charter school, I know. It has a rating of 8 out of 10. It has 642 students. And this is one of those schools you do have to apply to get into. It's not you just are in the district and you can choose the school. You do need to research how to get into this school.
Now, let's jump over to the middle schools.
Okay, let's start talking about the San Lorenzo middle schools. Let's start with the first one, which is Edendale Middle School, and they have a rating of 1, but they are in San Lorenzo, a San Lorenzo school in the district. Then they serve 657 students. The next one is going to be Washington Manor Middle School, which has a rating of 4 and serves 760 students. This one is one of those ones that's in San Leandro, but San Lorenzo School District. And we're going to pop down here to Bohannon Middle School that has a rating of 2, and they serve 785 students. Really quickly, let me just touch on these two that count as middle schools. Oops, wrong one. Sorry about that. It just will not let me click on it. It's the adult school. They're counting it as one of the middle schools. And then they're also counting the continuation school as one of the middle schools also. But you'll note that there's 4 colored ones that are the middle schools. And the last one that I do want to touch on is a public charter school, KIPP Academy. It has a rating of 8 and it serves 413 students. It is a charter school, but you do have to apply to get into it. It is free to attend, but it's not just a regular school. This one takes some application and probably I would advise you to research how you get into that school.
Finally, let's round out our San Lorenzo schools with the elementary schools.
Okay, so let's go over to our elementary schools that are in San Lorenzo. And you will note by looking at the screen that there are 9 pictured here, that one of them, as we talked about before, it overlaps with the schools and is the adult school. And they do count it as an elementary school, unfortunately, but that is one of them. So let's go ahead and jump in with our northernmost, Hillside Elementary. And I do want to point out to you guys that this is physically in the city of San Leandro, but it is a San Lorenzo School District school, and it is Hillside Elementary with a rating of 1 that serves 458 students. Next, we're going to go to Hesperian Elementary School and has 551 students, and they have a rating of 2. And next, we're going to jump over to Corvallis Elementary School, and this one has 430 students, and they have a rating of 2. This is another one that is physically in the city of San Leandro, but it is a San Lorenzo School District school. Another one with San Leandro is Dayton Elementary School. It has a rating of 4, and it has 449 students. Okay, and again, on the same token, I know we've been talking about this one, but this is Colonial Acres Elementary School and has a rating of 2. It has a Hayward address. It does serve 564 students, however, that live in that area. Again, it goes to the point that I keep kind of saying that San Lorenzo has kind of wonky district lines. Every kid is going to go to school, but sometimes when you get to these borders, you don't know where you're going to school. So this one is a Hayward school. Let's move south a little bit more to a San Lorenzo school in the San Lorenzo School District. Grant Elementary School has a rating of 3 and serves 403 students. Bay Elementary School has a rating of 4 and serves 493 students. And Del Rey Elementary School has a rating of 3 and has 520 students. And our last school is, again, a Hayward school. It's located in Hayward, but it's in the San Lorenzo School District. And they have a rating of 2, and they serve 569 students. All right, we are going to round out our San Lorenzo school tours with the private schools that are in San Lorenzo, and there are 2 that we need to point out. A lot of you see the little green dots here. They are private schools in San Lorenzo, but they're very small schools, home schools, or like preschools. So the first one that we want to talk about is St. John's Catholic School, and it serves pre-K to 8th grade, and it has 227 students. And the other one that we want to talk about is Redwood Christian Middle and High School. This is actually a very popular school in the area. It is a Christian high and middle school, and it serves grade 6 through 12, and it has 709 students.
Oh, whoa, that was a lot. I have one more super important point. But first, if you're enjoying this video, would you please press that subscription button below? It's right down there. Also, I have a buyer guide that you can get for free. It's free. Did I say free? You can get it in the link in the description below, right down there. Now, the most important point. Remember, if you're looking at public schools, there are district boundaries. And as I said in the video, San Leandro and San Lorenzo, they do cross a little bit. If you live in parts of San Leandro or you live in Ashland of San Leandro, you might be in the San Lorenzo School District. So if you're curious to know where a house is, you can check the district boundary map with the San Leandro or San Lorenzo School District. I'm Casey Serafino-Lee, your local East Bay real estate agent, helping you love where you live. If you liked this video, you might like this video or this video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel here. Come on, hit one of them. I dare you. See you on the next one.